shit.
Powered by Riverside.
Okay. All right, man. We're back. Week two.
Another successful week.
Yo, this feels so good because football just feels like it's coming in waves, right? Like, we're already in week two tonight. Whereas Thursday, by the way, we're actually moving to this new format where we're going to try to get the pod out to y'all on Thursdays to give you enough time. Is that what we're committing to? Well, we'll try.
Our best,
we'll try.
We'll try our best. I'm from Burlington. We're going to get down here in Toronto. Another successful week. We've had a lot of good shout-outs from folks saying thanks for getting us out early, get the bets in.
Okay, so we'll try to get it out on Thursdays. We'll try our best, but we can't commit.
Especially if there's Thursday night games like tonight that are in play.
Yeah.
I mean, that we're going to be on our board.
Yeah, life happens, right? Cool, man. So a bit of a recap from last week. Bills paid the Bills again, which is amazing. So, dude, that team looked unstoppable. Yeah. Sunday slate was super messy, but like entertaining. But Bills just look like a different breed compared to the teams that were out there on Sunday.
Unbelievable.
They're
the
a juggernaut,
was
man.
Insane.
Defense was insane. Offense was off the chart.
Again, punts. This is 3 games in a row. I think
no punt.
Punted. Like, this is insane. Josh Allen's out there stiff arming guys, like stiff arming safeties.
Oh, it was wild. It was absolutely
crazy.
wild. Yeah, you love to see Von Miller, instant impact. I know that you were a bit of a
I
doubter.
I'll eat crow on that.
Yeah, first series sack, like that bull rush. Oh, it was just so much fun.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. And then the rookies held up. Remember, we talked about them playing cover 3, a little bit of zone to help them out, but
just well-rounded.
Man,
it was really
Robinson
nice.
Did nothing. I said I was a little bit worried about him. The 2 rookies held up. They rotated them, Elam and Benford.
Yeah, it was pretty much the Stafford to Cup show. Like that was all they could really do, and then any other outlet was a struggle.
Worse. Bills fumbled, and
But man, other than that, tough week 1 for bettors out there. Like our record was fairly good, 5-2-1. But if you're just looking at the games, like there was a lot that was on the foot of some shitty field goal kickers out there. Yeah. We saw the Cincy occurrence, Indy, Tennessee.
Denver.
Tennessee just outright got beat, I believe. Or was there a field goal?
Last second field goal, 47 yards, missed.
Yeah, Denver, man, like. I'll be straight up. My 2 survivor lives are gone week 1. I feel like that's going to be a similar story for a lot of the listeners out there. But, man, to come out of there 5-2-1.
That's right.
I'm sure people got smoked,
and
man.
This is why the teasers are important. We hung in there because of teasers. And the 2 losses and the 1 tie we took were all on last-second kicks. Cincy missed a 33-yarder at the end of the game. Indy a 42. Denver as well. Denver should have had that game, all the fumbles.
Yep.
So I'm feeling good. We crushed again the play of the week, and our 2 losses in the tie could have gone either way.
I loved that we had the front leg. It was kind of in the bank. Bills played last Thursday. It was an outright win. We didn't have to sweat it. They just looked incredible.
We haven't had to sweat one of these plays of the weeks for weeks.
Let's not get too cocky.
I know.
Let's not get too cocky.
Run team, so
I love it.
Keep at it. We'll see what we can do.
Awesome, man. Well, let's get into it. I know that we're gonna go out and watch the Thursday nighter, and we're want to get this pod up to all you to get your picks in if you want to dabble in the Thursday night game. With that, let's jump into some of the plays that we don't like, and this is the outright stay away games that. You might want to go off the board sometimes and dabble here, but we're just saying these are the ones that you definitely do not want to do that with. So first up, the first one we identified was Colts at Jags. AFC South divisional rivalry. Jags are this new look, new QB, new coach with Doug Peterson. Colts were a letdown last week. They always play each other tough, even in the shitty Jags days.
Yeah.
Like they just always showed up when they played Indy.
The Jags kicked the Colts out last year. Remember, we had the Jags at plus 17, and they were up 14-0 or something. And remember, that's what cost Carson Wentz's job, almost cost the coach's job.
Yeah.
After Indy screwed us last week, they're a no-go for me right now. I'm off.
They're a non-touch.
I don't want to
Denver too.
I hate them.
Yeah.
I hate them. I hate Indy right now. They are such a disappointment. I thought they were well coached. They go into Houston. The fact, they could have won that game at the end, but they were getting their butts kicked down 17 all game, just pathetic.
But another divisional matchup. Like this is you're essentially signing up for the exact same game that you signed up for last week. Stay away.
And this is exactly what they brought Matt Ryan in for, to win these games, and they can't. Again, they proved it. We said last week, just get it done. Just get a friggin' win here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is a stay away team.
Okay. This game is gross. We got the Jets at the Browns. I actually like watching Browns games at home. Like I love the field. But Jets just looked all out of sorts. They had Flacco. I'm not sure what the status is on Zach Wilson, but Robert Saleh, he did not have an offensive game plan from what I saw. It just looked all out of sorts. Just too many unknowns with obviously Deshaun Watson not being a part of the team right now on Browns.
Yeah.
I just don't like it. It's too unpredictable.
To be honest, I didn't even spend a second watching Jets highlights, anything last year. I don't even know anything. I stayed away. I saw the score, so they're getting their butts kicked by Baltimore. I'm not on it. The only thing to watch in this game was that crazy elf logo they're putting on the Cleveland field. You see this thing?
No.
Back to the 1920s. This huge, it's strange.
Okay.
Very weird.
All right.
But anyway, that's the only reason I would tune in, because all the comments for this thing. But other than that team, no. This is just complete stay away. We're not going near this.
Okay. And next game, I feel this team makes the list every single week, but we got Atlanta Falcons going on to take the Rams, who just did not look like themselves.
No.
I'm sure they're ready for a bounce-back game, but... Dude, they did not look good. I am one of those people that had Cam Akers in fantasy, and he put up a donut. What is happening with this team right now? There are a lot of question marks. I do see them winning that game, but the number is
huge,
too tough to get behind.
And if you remember, team, what I told you about Atlanta with Mariota running that team is they won't turn the ball over. It'll be okay. Exactly what happened in New Orleans. They almost took out New Orleans at home last week as a 5 or 6 point dog.
Yeah, another field goal game.
10.5 is a lot. Yeah, if you're going to play this, maybe play Atlanta to the 17.5. But
it's a stay away.
Yeah,
it's a stay away.
Yeah.
Just get off it.
Yeah.
And the last one we wanted to identify was Zona at the Raiders.
Yes, yeah.
On paper, these are just supposed to be offensive powerhouses here.
Yeah.
I think they're both kind of coming off a disappointing week. Raiders didn't look like all bad. They were playing obviously a challenging team in the Chargers. But AZ did not even show up against the Chiefs. I thought that was going to be a shootout. Bit of a letdown. I do see this as an evenly matched game, but I just don't know where to go with it, so it's a stay away for me.
Yeah, I don't like the number, the Raiders being that high. I think they're 4.5, 5.5. That's way too many points. Again, team, what I've always told you from the beginning is don't overvalue teams that look so good in week one or whenever. Like, teams are never as good as they look, and they're never as bad as they look.
Yep.
Last week, the Arizona Cardinals looked real bad, and generally what they'll do is now they'll look really good. So just be very careful in those scenarios. Week-to-week football is not like a normal other sport. It's all about matchups, team. They prepare differently. Everything's different with football. And week-to-week, you get really caught up with this, and Vegas praise on you guys. When you see a team, you think they're so good, and then they're like, just even as much as we look at the Bills are not that good is what they looked on Thursday. They're never that good, and if they lay an egg on Monday night, they're not that bad either.
Okay, but they're not going to lay an egg on Monday night. Season opener against the Titans.
Yeah.
In my opinion, they're going to crush the number if we tease down.
Buffalo took a half day of school off for this game. Buffalo, this is everything for Buffalo this year.
No, I love it.
Everything's going their way. Coach had cancer. The Buffalo's strong. Unfortunately, the incident in the supermarket with the shootings, everything's for Buffalo this year.
Yep, good signings with Diggs and everybody. Yeah, it's all trending Buffalo.
Yeah.
All right, let's jump into the picks, man. Let's not beat around the bush here. We got some drinks to have in the next little bit. So let's do it. Give us Minion's opinions for week number 2 of the NFL season.
Okay, here we go. We're doing the exact same formula. It's worked all the way since we started here. It will catch up to us sometime. We will lose it, and we will get hit, and it's going to be a bloodbath on 1 or 2 weeks. We just got to avoid 3 or 4 weeks this year, but this has been rolling. The play of the week this week, we're doing 8 games, is Cincinnati in Dallas.
Okay.
We are taking Cincinnati from the -7. It creeped up to an 8, a 9. Now it's back down to 7, at least on my book. We're taking that down to a pick'em. That is going to be our game right across the board.
So just win, baby.
Just win.
Okay.
Against Cooper Rush or whoever the heck.
Yeah, so that's the big play here. Is like, let's throw out the fact that Dallas is at home. That's never something that we want to lean into. But Dak Prescott is out. They have a backup QB where it didn't sound like they had really a backup plan.
Yeah.
So there's this Cooper Rush individual. I have no background on this guy whatsoever. I have no idea who this guy is.
Backup with him. The line is a backup. Everything. CD Lamb looked awful. He couldn't get open.
I think their only option is they're going to have to run it through Zeke, and he hasn't even really looked that reliable, right? Yeah. So I like it. On the flip side is I don't think Cincy are going to have a first half like they had last week. That was just an abysmal first half. Joe Burrow did not look like himself.
Yes.
They looked much better, like a different team in the second half. And I think they keep that going into week 2.
Like let's delve into that game a little bit, team. What it took for the Steelers to win that game was 4 picks, a couple fumbles, a couple missed field goals, a TD that was should have been called on a replay that never got called.
Yep.
Cincinnati dominated that game. Pittsburgh had no business being in there.
Well, I wouldn't say dominated. They kind of how many turnovers? He had like 4 picks, fumbles. TJ Watt was a beast.
It just took a lot for Pittsburgh to win that game. Don't get fooled. Pittsburgh did not rightfully win that game. If you actually look at the stats, Trubisky was not good. They're still already calling for Pickett, just even with a win in Cincinnati. And Cincinnati, they played well on the road last year. An 0-2 start in the NFL is huge. The stats on that for a team making the playoffs, it dramatically goes down. Cincy will show up. It's a 4:00 primetime game. They'll be fine. This is big for them.
Well, it better be fun because this is the hook game. This is
we didn't have them at all last year, I don't think.
No. I was cleaning up on Cincy.
But as like one of our picks straight. Yeah.
Right on. You're probably right.
We had them in Baltimore one week, I believe, when they were like a +8 and they won straight up. But anyway, we're going to roll with that. Okay, Cincinnati. We have 8 games again, so we are a little bit heavy on the games. I was thinking about maybe sliding it back, but when you see value, you see value. You got to play it.
Okay.
First game is Cincinnati and Carolina. We're taking Carolina, I know, from the +2 to a +9. The Giants, we're getting 9. Giants have no business. They could win this game, no problem. But getting 9 with Carolina will be fine. They have a good defense. They started showing up in the second half. I don't know if Baker was nervous, he didn't look great, but Carolina will be okay. They'll cover a 9 spot.
That game was so pumped up last week, and it was the biggest dog shit game I probably ever watched. Just even the announcers, just the tone of the game, just was a gore-fest. It's like watching golf, man.
Yeah, it was very, and then even when we went back to it was just death. We got off it.
Yeah, but okay, so you think there's a big bounce back between week 1 and week 2? Like, I was really impressed with the Giants, man. Our boy Brian Dable.
They look good, but again, 9 is a big number. Giants can win that game. They might win by 7 is a lot, but 9 is points. A big number. This could be a gross, dirty game. Again, Carolina goes 0-2 here. Season could be done because having Cleveland and Giants, those are 2 winnable games. That's it. It's a 9. It's a big number. NFL
Not just Carolina could be done.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield could be done.
Yes. Great call. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, if he looks bad, he could be done.
Okay. Give me the next
game. Cincinnati, and we're going New Orleans with a 3 up to a 10.
I love this book.
If you can remember, team, New Orleans either beats Tampa Bay outright, or they play them so tough. It's such a skewed number. You think it's almost a fish bet. You're seeing Tampa Bay in New Orleans, they're only favored by 3, or some books even have 2.5. I'm still even confident at the 9.5. Take this. New Orleans, for some reason, just knows how to play them. The only thing I'm worried about is the new coach, Dennis Allen. Maybe he's just an idiot. They barely beat Atlanta, but I don't know.
That is true.
Is back. Was Kamara back in week 1 there?
I believe so.
Yeah,
no, I don't know. I honestly, I didn't.
Trouble.
I don't know.
I don't know. But anyway, I have full confidence. For some reason, New Orleans plays this team tough. It's Tom Brady's kryptonite. It's been that way every year.
Always got some.
They even go into Tampa Bay and win. So there, New Orleans +10. Next one is Detroit and Washington. We're doing an over. We're taking it from 48 down to 41. We're betting the over. Slop ball, but somehow these teams, they'll score. Detroit, they got 38-35. Looks like they don't want to play defense this year. They'll be hucking it around. You just need 20 points each.
Yeah. I like that as well. Yeah. That's going to be, Detroit is kind of the America's sweetheart team right now, and I find myself cheering for Detroit. I believe this is the first time they have been favored on the books in years. Years.
25 games or something. I heard it this week or so. It's a low 20 games.
Okay.
So you're looking at
almost 2 years.
2 years or so. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah,
okay, so good for Detroit on the come up. Yeah. They just need to get her done. So what are you doing with that one?
When would be the last time they would be fair? Maybe we're at home against the Bears or something like that.
Man.
Anyway,
I can't remember
we're going over 41 in that game.
Okay, so you like the total.
We're not taking a total. And if you remember, team, the totals last week came in huge wins. I called that Miami, New England garbage under. That game went way under. Was it 20-7? We had 50-something points there. And then I called the Washington Jacksonville almost at the score wrong. And that game, it got close. It was down maybe 3 or 4 points, but still we hit that. Next game is Miami. We're taking Miami from plus 3.5 to plus 10.5. Again, this is almost like the Raiders game last week. This is going to be a dirty, grindy game. There's a lot of backdoor kind of covers here.
Who they got?
They're at Baltimore.
At Baltimore.
I know. At the start of the week, I liked Baltimore, which is kind of a thing because you don't want to. If you like a dog, you want to bet them because you think they can win. But I'm kind of hearing a lot of analysts this week. I do think Miami will cover this and have it. They do have a shot to win, so it's not bad. 10.5 is a lot of points again. Bills -3. We're going from a -10 down to a -3.
Yeah,
Bills will get it done. If you can wait it out, maybe team on this number and wait, maybe it gets down to 2.5 before Monday, then that's gold. But it looks right now it's going to stay from a 10 and you'll get down to a 3. Still, I love it. Bills will roll this team.
I think they're going to roll them.
Oh, now they got pluggers for Henry. Who the hell is? Tannehill's not going to throw this ball around. Jacked up this Monday night crowd.
Yep.
Yeah.
Home
Tennessee,
opener.
They're going to be scared going in there. Bills Waffles is awesome. And then we have tonight. So here's our Thursday night game. Okay. We have tonight. We have the under. We're going from 54 to 61. We're betting the Chargers and KC under. Generally, I was just talking to Adrian earlier. One of the rules of the NFL is when two teams that seem so much offense, everything's going to be firepower, tons of passing TDs, all the over props. Generally, games go under. It's one of those things. It's just watching years of NFL. That's what happens. So we're doing under 61 tonight, and we're also doing the Chargers. This is a last-minute play I threw in. Chargers from a 4 to a plus 11. I don't love it, but because I like it with Keenan Allen in there. But I still think that this is even a more reason why the Chargers run the ball, maybe dirty it up a little bit. For this game to go under and the Chargers to cover, they're going to have to run the ball with Eckler or have little screens and have a lot of time clock management here. And finally, last one, we have Monday night, because there's 2 Monday night games, if you remember, team. We have the Bills playing at 7:15, and we have the Eagles. The Eagles is 8 o'clock. We're taking them from a -2 to a +5. Okay, so a quick recap again. 8 games. Cincinnati right across the board. We're doing Cincinnati. These are all 7-point teasers, okay? Cincinnati and Carolina, Cincinnati and New Orleans, Cincinnati and over Detroit, Cincinnati and Miami, Cincinnati and Bills, Cincinnati and under tonight's game, under 61, the KC and San Diego, Cincinnati and Chargers tonight at +11, and Cincinnati and Eagles on Monday night.
Love it, man. I love that we got 2 bets in tonight. I'm going to be hammering that under. I'm going to be hammering that +11. Yeah. It's going to be great. Awesome, man. Let's do it.
Okay,
all
guys.
right, week 2.
That's it. Okay, team, good luck again.
Let's roll. All right. Don't forget to subscribe, all that stuff. We'll get the pod up, and we'll chat next week. All right.
Sounds good.